Yo, what is going on YouTube? It's theRealKaaayle here with some Mortal Kombat 11 content. We're not playing matches today, and the reason why for this is because I'm sure you guys know, you guys follow Mortal Kombat just as much as I do. Mortal Kombat 11 got a huge balance patch today, y'all. Big balance patch today. So I'm not gonna go over everything in this video. I'm gonna go over the things that I think you know, I'm not gonna go into like that nitty-gritty stuff like frame data too much. I'm gonna just like say like the things that you can immediately feel and notice. And yeah, so we're taking a look at the two characters that you mostly see on the channel first. We're gonna take a look at Johnny Cage and Jackie Briggs. So let's begin. Right, so a little bit disappointed because Johnny Cage literally got nothing this patch. According to the patch, well, at least nothing that really matters to me. They pretty much buffed the other variation, the throwing shade move, the move that the variation that I play does not have that move, so it doesn't matter. However, this move, the last hit of this move, the 1-2-1 string, now connects on crouching opponents. It is now a true mid, so that's cool. The first attack is a high, that's why it's not connecting. But a little bit disappointed that there's still the force ball whiffing issues. So I guess, unfortunately, this is a design choice by NRS. This is what they want the character to do, which I think is pretty stupid. I don't know. So hold on. That obviously it connects because of the AI standing up. I don't know how to make the AI just crouch forever, but this will still always whiff on female characters, and I think some male characters such as Shang Tsung, Raiden, and that's all I can think of. I think pretty much, I think Cabal it whiffs on too. Don't quote me on that, but this will always whiff if you do a low, because the way I have it set up, the low will always whiff. It's supposed to be a high. I was hoping that if the opponent is always blocking, it will always hit, so you get your plus frames, but it's gonna remain the same, and it looks like it's gonna remain the same throughout the duration of the game. So Johnny Cage is probably gonna stay exactly where he is on the tier list, y'all. So let's talk about Jackie, who actually got a lot of changes. So I have control of Jackie now. I like the fact that you can just switch it. So Jackie, the first things first, Jackie's HP is now 950. So the base HP in Mortal Kombat 11 is 1000, right? Most characters will have 1000 HP. So characters like Johnny Cage will have 1000, Scorpion will have 1000, Cabal will have 1000, right? There's only 3 characters in the game now that have less than 1000, and that is Cassie, Jackie, and Sonya. So the female characters that have a lot of like tools and do a lot of damage. So I thought to give her a little bit less health so that to balance her out a bit, since that she does a lot of damage regardless, and she has this infinite pressure. But they did not touch her pressure at all. I'm very happy about that. I know a lot of people are talking about, yo, let's nerf her pressure because the shit is oppressive. I see a lot of people poke out of my shit and disrespect my shit. It's strong, but it's not OP. It's just really fucking strong. But the biggest nerf to Jackie, her combos took a hit, and it's not a big hit, it's literally like 1%. So the biggest thing in her patch is that Grease Kick does 1 less percent. Before, that combo used to do 32%. That's her regular bread and butter. Now that it's doing a solid 31%. So both amplified and regular Grease Kick do less damage. That's a throw version. That's 309. That used to be 31 before now. So that's like 1% less. Not a huge damage nerf, but you know, as you land those touches, it's gonna add up, and that's gonna be the difference between a down poke or, you know, or like a simple throw or a jab or something, a straight hit. So they reduced her combo damage. The next biggest thing that they nerfed about Jackie, they took a look at her clinch. So everybody likes to end the combo with the double D's. So, oh, I dropped it. I'm a burger. So that move now has less hit advantage. So before, the move had 50 hit advantage. That is a lot of hit advantage. That is literally like that's like 3/4 of a second, 5/6 of a second. That's a lot. That's a lot of time, right? Now it's 13. Why is this a big deal for you? For those of you who don't understand frame data. So this is a big deal because now the player who's controlling Jackie has to decide, do you want to cash in for damage with the knees, or do you want to do this maneuver? Oh, I had the crush and blow thing on. Let me turn that off actually. Alright, so now you have to make a decision. Do you want to do the knees for damage, right? Or do you want to do the clinch for the knockdown and continue pressure? So you have to make that decision. Do you want damage or do you want the knockdown? This doesn't do as much knockdowns anymore. This used to do a lot of knockdown and a lot of damage. And I guess that's why like a lot of matches with Jackie, especially when you got your opponent in the corner, it's very snowbally for the opponent. Now they can just get up and like press a button and like catch you. Like if you see me in my videos, I do like the short hop or like to step back. You know, that Jackie player has to like figure out what you're gonna do immediately. They can pretty much do an instant wake up now. Like that's pretty strong. So if you want to keep your opponent down in the corner, now you're gonna have to opt for the elbow drop. Oh. So the elbow drop actually got reduced damage, but it has more hit stun. It's like about 20 frames of hit stun, so it's nowhere near as bad as the knees as it was before. But that's going to be your option if you want to continue pressure, if you want a harder knockdown. So it gives more utility to the one because there's no reason to do the elbow drop after you get the crushing blow. And now the player has to make a conscious decision throughout the match. Do I want damage? Do I want the knockdown to get even more damage and probably get a setup? So I actually like that change. Very good. So the next biggest nerf that we see from Jackie is that her throw techs don't do as much damage as they did before. They do significantly less damage. They do 10% now. Before the patch, they did this just as much damage as a regular throw. So that is a pretty huge nerf. I think this is the biggest nerf to Jackie. I'm very good at doing this, applying this maneuver in games, as you guys can see from my channel. But that's a big nerf. I actually wanted this to be nerfed because this was a bit too strong. Even the crushing blow does less damage too. It used to be like 310, now it's 270. So it just, you know, it's more in line, I guess. I guess they thought it was a bit too cheap. To be honest, I would have nerfed it to like 12% instead of 10 because throw spammers in this game are annoying, but it didn't need to be nerfed. It was a bit too strong, so that's fair. The next biggest nerf that we've seen is this. I think this is the best news all patch. Look at this, y'all. Scorpion's teleport is now a high. So literally all you have to do now is duck. That's it. That's all you have to do. This is how it should have been when the game first came out. I don't know why they made it a mid in this game, because they made it was a mid in previous it wasn't a mid in previous MKs. It's always been a high. So now if you see Scorpion teleporting, you see his ass disappear from the screen, just mash that down to and punish his shit. You could not have done that before. Look at this. This is beautiful. Amazing. Beautiful. However, I just want to show out one thing. So the thing that I want to show you is that the second hit of the amplified teleport is still a mid. So you can't just duck. You at some point you're gonna have to block, but it's not that hard. That's it. That's all you have to do. Just block the second one. Or regardless, you see him disappear, just uppercut his shit, because it's gonna beat out the other mid. Look at that shit. It's just glorious. You see him teleport, just snuff this nigga. Like, look at that. Stop, Scorpion. Stop teleporting. Now now Scorpion players have to use their goddamn brain. Let me see if I can do it with stand 1. Look at that. Stop. Just avoid that mix altogether. You don't have to guess anymore, y'all. Just duck. Get rid of him. Eat his ass. Alright, so the gunshot afterwards still safe on block, unfortunately. I think that's not very good. But you can punish. Hold on. So the gunshot is still safe on block. The gunshot afterward is still safe on block. Unfortunately, you can't get a punish after it, but you can now jump over it and get a full combo punish. So let me show you guys. Hold on. See, you can jump out of it now. You could possibly short hop it too and get a full combo punish. So let me show. Look at that. It's the timing is a bit weird, but if you lab it, you can punish her doing it. I still don't have it down, but it's so weird. Yeah, you can just jump over it. Not too happy that they didn't really. I feel like they didn't really tackle this the right way, but fuck Erron Black. That's all I'm gonna say. But the biggest thing about Erron Black, his fatal blow now got slapped. So his fatal blow now, I don't know if you guys can completely tell, but his fatal blow is significantly slower now. It is not blink of an eye flash anymore. Just look at it, like it's definitely slower. It's 18 frames now. So that's like that's literally Johnny Cage's back 3. Slow, but it can still catch you. It's still like, you know, you gotta anticipate it, but you can sort of see it coming. It's not stupid like before, so I like that nerf a lot. Alright, so the next change, as you can see right here, Geras does not get a crushing blow off of this. They changed that requirement. He doesn't get a crushing blow off of counter hit or punish with the sand trap. That is a huge change. Geras players love that crushing blow, and that's going to be a big nerf. Geras players are fucking crying right now. However, I think the crushing blow, let's check the requirement as a matter of fact. The crushing blow requirement triggers if this attack has missed twice in a row, as you guys can see. So you have to whiff this one and then catch him. Yeah, there you go. It said counter hit because I actually countered him, but that's good. Thank God. Fuck that crushing blow. He also got another crushing blow change, and I believe it is off of this string. His Zuig Guid, whatever the fuck that means, triggers if the opponent is near the wall when hit. So remember, this used to be another counter hit punish crushing blow. So let's try it on Johnny. Let him lift that. Doesn't trigger a crushing blow. Let's push him forward. Oh, you bitch. Oh my god. All right, so we're near a wall now. So let's see if this let's see how the crushing blow works. Oh, okay. So hold on. I guess it has to be like. Oh, okay. So the opponent literally has to be touching like near the wall for that to work. So no more free crushing blows for you, Geras. Let's see how far away the opponent has to be for that crushing blow to trigger. So they don't have to be touching, they just have to be just near the wall. So thank God that crushing blow was stupid. They slapped Geras a bit. That was like the biggest issue with him. His crushing blows were ridiculous. Alright, so now this is my favorite buff in this entire patch. So I'm not sure how good this character is going to be now, but I'm definitely going to try and play her a lot more for the channel because I actually really like this character. I just couldn't take the whiffing issues with her. I feel like her stand 1, it feels like it hits a little. It's still a little bit like stubby, but I don't know. I've been playing for a little bit. It feels like it hits a little bit better. They said that they addressed like hitbox issues in the game, but so we'll have to see. I just hope that this character just feels a lot better when you're playing against someone. But the biggest buff is this. This mid is pretty fucking good now. And you can actually use this mid in the neutral to stagger, get combos, hit confirm. However, you do have to be careful because it's so fast now. You gotta be careful with the knife on some combos. But I like to do the stand one dash thing. Check out the Frost combo video, guys. But this mid is really fucking fast now. This shit used to be slow as in the last. This shit used to be 16 frames. It is 11 frames now. That is godlike. That instantly just makes her better. Cause in the neutral, what did you do with Frost? Just fish for this? Everybody just blocked low against her. You couldn't really open people up. Now you actually have a mid to like scare people with. Like, oh, I have a fast mid. You could use this mid to punish people out of range too now, cause it's 11 frames. So thank God they gave her a good mid. I think they should have went a step further, reduced this from fucking 18 frames, I believe. How many frames is that? This move is 19 frames, and it still has a gap in this back 2-2. I think this should have been like probably 16, maybe. This should have been 16 frames, because this shit is kind of slow. But with that 11 frame mid, yes, it has more range, but I'm using that back one all day with Frost now. Best build. So thank you, NRS, for buffing Frost. Shit, that does a lot less damage. Why is this character not doing any damage? Did they slap the shit out of Shang Tsung? Wait a minute. That shit does no damage now, y'all. This shit used to do like free 30%. That shit used to, yo. So I'm looking at the patch notes on my PC right now. And it's saying that the amplified ground eruption does literally like 3% less. And I think it just has huge scaling now. Look at that. That was the combo that I see a lot of Shang Tsungs do. 28, so you have to end your combos with you better end your combos with this. You better morph if you're gonna play Shang Tsung, because you will get that extra you're gonna get the extra morph damage. Hold on. This shit does no damage now. Holy shit. I think Shang Tsung got nerfed. Unless I'm not doing the right combo. Because I remember seeing people in Combat League doing this. This brain dead combo that was like 31%. That shit got slapped. That shit does no damage now. They would do this. Holy shit. So yeah, Shang Tsung got fucking nerfed, y'all. Sorry, Shang Tsung players. Or was it like something like this? Yeah, Shang Tsung got fucking nerfed. He used to do 30% easy. And keep zoning you. I'm glad that they nerfed that, because Shang Tsung is a zoning character. He should not be doing 30% damage combos, knocking you full screen in his optimal range, and doing 30%. I'm glad that they nerfed him pretty quickly. Holy shit. Shang Tsung got nerfed pretty hard, guys, so rest in peace, you fucking zoning pieces of shit. So that's gonna be it for now when breaking down this patch. I'm not gonna go into like the big stuff like Kotal, Collector, and Devora, because I think those like the ones that got the most stuff from this patch. It looks, from the looks of it, it seems like they got pretty heavy buffs, but I do not play those characters, so I can't really like break down and tell you guys what's really good with that and how good they are and what it is for now. So that's gonna be it for me today. If you guys want to see the breakdown of Kotal, Collector, and Devora in another video, I can definitely do that for you guys. But right now, the biggest takeaways are this. Oh yeah, just summarize everything. Two things that so the overall patch fixed hitbox issues with certain characters and certain moves. So depending on which characters had like hitbox issues, you can they most likely it is fixed. I think Frost is pretty good now with that. Johnny has, you know, the force balls don't lift, but I think like most of the strings connect now, so that's good. Everybody's pokes got nerfed. Everybody's pokes were nerfed by like a frame different, and you might think a frame different is not a big deal. It kind of is when it's in recovery, so you can't like steal turns as much before, because the poke war in this game was brain dead. It was stupid. That's why characters like Scorpion was stupid. That's why characters like Geras was stupid with his 6-frame down one, just mashing. I'm glad they did that. Hopefully we'll be able to tell like if it's pretty good in matches, but I'm just glad that I just hope that new players are not able to just mash on pokes after every block string and then continue their combo starter like after every block string I do. So like, it's whatever. So Sonya didn't really get much of anything. That's why I didn't show her. Her energy rings when dash canceled has more damage scaling. I guess I don't understand why they didn't really look at Sonya more. I think overall her combo scaling needs to be toned down. She's gonna be top 5 in this game if they don't do another patch. She's gonna be still ridiculous. Her mixes is still ridiculous, but I wouldn't say she didn't get much of anything. She has a little bit less health, and her damage scaling on her amplify energy rings. Her regular B&Bs are still gonna do a fuck ton of damage. So Sonya really got out of the patch pretty good. Johnny got jack shit. Jackie got I would say she got a spanking. I ain't gonna lie, she got a bit of a spanking. The throw grab tech got slapped pretty hard. But the rest of her damage combo scaling, I say it's a bit more in line now and how it should be. And the hit stun thing, that's pretty good. Scorpion, for all the fucking brain dead Scorpion players, y'all not YOLO teleporting on me no more. I'm gonna duck and I'm gonna break your fucking jaw with my down 2. So try me now. I really want y'all to try me now. I really want y'all. Geras got nerfed pretty heavily with the crushing blows being taken away, and his pokes are not as like ridiculous anymore. I think I don't know, y'all could correct me if I'm wrong on this. That overhead crushing blow, now I don't think that is as good anymore. That mix up between the overhead and the sand trap, so it's not as deadly anymore. So Geras got kind of slapped, and Geras players are not going to be mashing on poke like that anymore. Erron, I really wish this character got slapped more. If you ask me, I would have just taken Scud Shot away from him completely. I heard it got like a few more frames, I guess. Like the recovery was increased by like 5 frames, so I guess you can like just poke him, just challenge him a bit more instead of just holding mix-ups and pressure all day. But the fatal blow, I'm happy with that. I would have done more to the drop kick, but it is what it is. But overall, I think this patch was, I'm not gonna say disappointing, but it's a good patch. This is a good patch. This is not changing a lot of characters. This is not taking all the time away from like characters that we've been putting like 3 months into learning. Everybody is still viable in this game. The characters that you've been playing are still viable in this game. You just can't get away with like a few certain things. It's just been like a few minor changes, nothing really too big. I think the biggest change is Scorpion. That's gonna change the brain dead nonsense. So Scorpion players, you have to learn how to play neutral a little bit now, so I like that. But that's gonna be it for me today, y'all. Thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for more MK11 content. Peace.